Here we have for sale our 2015 on a 65 plate Vauxhall Vivaro. This is the 2900 model, meaning it's got a 2.9 tonne gross vehicle weight. And this has got the 1.6 litre bi-turbo CDTI 120 brake horsepower engine, which is mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox. And this is the long wheelbase, low roof, sportive panel van. What we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Vivaro Sportive of this age, and we'll also talk to you about the condition, ownership, service history of this particular vehicle in hopefully some good detail for you, because this vehicle is currently available for sale at the time of recording. First thing to note, if you've come to this video via one of our adverts, say on our website or on Auto Trader, etc., there is no VAT to pay on this particular van. This van's 2 owners from new, and the previous owner was not a VAT registered company or individual, hence there is no VAT to be passed on again. So big opportunity, no VAT to pay on this particular van. Starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. What I mean by that, 2 doors which open like so. On a Sportive, on the rear bumper, not only is it colour coded, but you get parking sensors nicely integrated there into the rear bumper. In terms of condition of the rear bumper, it's all actually looking in really good order. If there's any little marks or anything like that, I'll gladly show you. Maybe a couple of tiny little marks just here. That is being quite critical. And then looking at the rear doors, again, all looking very straight and clean indeed. If we open up the rear barn doors, then we can start to have a look inside the back of this van. You can see here that this van has got brand new ply lining. If you pull on this handle just here, you can then open up the rear doors to their full 180-degree position like so. And of course you can do that with both of the rear doors. So give that a pull, opens up, and that gives you maximum access then into the back of the van. And as I say, you can see here full brand new ply lining in the back of the van, and of course that is there to protect the vehicle from any outward dent. So if you've got cargo in the back of here, it's not going to go smashing onto the inside of the metal and causing a nasty outward dent. You can see that there are plenty of tie down points in the back of the van, here on the back, some there in the middle, and then also around the base of the bulkhead as well. And speaking of the bulkhead, of course that is a full factory fitted bulkhead that can be removed if you want to, and we've also got the load through hatch there, which I'll talk you through in a little bit more detail in just a second, because that goes right underneath the passenger seats. In terms of condition here in the rear of the barn doors, a couple of dents here to the back of the barn doors. Again, this is very common to see on a van of this sort of age and mileage, but certainly not excessive at all. But I think very well presented and ready for work straight away. Speaking of which, this vehicle has been right through our workshop, so it has had a full service. And that actually included front brakes and pads. It had a couple of new tyres as well, and also a brand new MOT to go along with that. So as I say, been right to the workshop, ready to drive away today. Looking then down the driver's side of the vehicle, on the whole, looking very clean and tidy. A couple of little dents here which I'd like to show you. So there is just one here, which is the worst one on the van. Dent just there, right on that sort of little crease line just there. Worth pointing that out. And there is a pin dent up here as well, so you can see that. You can see that there in the reflection as well. Other than that, looking very clean and tidy. A Sportive comes a standard like this with these full-size wheel trims. They're all in fantastic order, no scuffs or marks on any of those, and the Sportive badge there on the driver's door. Driver's side mirror cover, all looking very nice indeed. And then if we open up the driver's door, we can start to have a look at the spec and condition inside here. So when we open the driver's door, the step is all looking in really good order. Same goes with the floor inside here. There is a little bit of wear to the floor just there, but that is certainly not excessive. It hasn't gone through the floor, anything like that. All in absolutely consistent order with the age and mileage of the vehicle. Electric windows, electric mirrors, driver's door card. It's all looking very nice indeed. Looking at the driver's seat, we have height adjustability here on the driver's seat. You've also got an armrest there for the driver as well. And in terms of the condition, the seats are all in nice order actually, no issues there at all. On the steering wheel, you actually have your cruise control settings here on the steering wheel, and then behind the steering wheel, these little buttons here, these control the onboard computer, and then if we turn the steering wheel over to the right hand side, these control the radio, and you can also answer and hang up the phone just there as well. 74,504 miles you can see recorded there. No warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. It's all idling correctly as it should be, so very nice to see there. Looking then into the middle, we have a USB port up on top here with a little coin holder, some extra storage there as well. And then looking at the radio, we've got another USB point down here, an AUX port on the side, CD slot just there, and you can see you've got DAB radio as well. On a Sportive, you do get air conditioning as standard, and as I mentioned at the start of the video, 6-speed manual gearbox. So combine that with the cruise control, fantastic vans on the motorway. We have the eco button here, so you can flick the eco mode on or off for a bit of extra power or a bit more economy if you want to. And then looking at the middle seat just here, there is a handle just down here to the left hand side. If you give that a little push, quite difficult to do with one hand, but if you give that a little push, you can then pull the seat down, and that then gives you an extra little work tray, extra cup holder, little card slots just here, and this is actually a removable clipboard, so quite nice to have that as well. There's an extra cup holder down here as well, which of course you can't access when this is down, but you've got a cup holder right there anyway. And then we'll continue to go around the outside, and then we'll come over to the passenger side in just a second. This van has also got 3 roof bars. You can of course have us remove those if you don't want them, but very, very handy indeed. And then looking around the front of the van, this year Sportive comes with this very nice daytime running light there, sort of a little eyebrow light, which I think does set the van off very nicely from the front. Sportive, you get a colour-coded front bumper, you also get front fog lights as well. And in terms of condition here at the front of the van, looking very, very nice indeed in black, it must be said. A couple of minor little touch-ins to the front bumper and to the bonnet for some stone chips, I guess all as to be again expected for this age and mileage. And then finally, looking down the passenger side of the vehicle, just notice there a little scuff on the edge of that fog light surround just then, just at the very lower part of that bumper. Looking down the passenger side then, again just using the reflections where available, it's looking very clean and tidy. Are these marks? No, that's just a bit of excess polish. Couple of little touch-ins just here on this little pillar, but again all very presentable indeed. Lovely to be the long wheelbase as well. Long wheelbase means you can get an 8x4 sheet in there, no problem at all. If we open up the passenger side loading door, this gives you another aspect then of the ply lining in the back, and you can see the tie down points just there. But it also gives us a closer look at this bulkhead, and we can also then look at the load through hatch. So this hatch does open and close, and then the hatch then as standard goes underneath the passenger seats. But if you open up the passenger door just here, we have this little cloth tab at the back of the seat. Give that a good pull, and then inside there's another red tab. If you give that a pull, that opens up a little metal hatch just there, and that then allows you to load all the way through right underneath the passenger seat and all the way into the passenger footwell over here, which gives you a fantastic load length for a van of this size. Perfect for sort of skirting boards, those types of lengths. In terms of the condition here of the passenger seat, all looking in really good order there. Bit of extra storage up here on top of the dashboard as well. Storage in there, and of course your standard glove box. You can see the book pack is in there. But all in all, a very presentable van indeed. Of course, you're going to get a couple of little minor sort of hairline marks or stone chips and things like that, which I guess is all consistent with this age and mileage. I believe there's a couple of ripples on the roof as well from, of course, where it's had the roof bars and things loaded up there previously, but all looking very, very presentable indeed. As I say, this has been right through our workshop, so we've got a full service with ourselves. And we've also got evidence in the service book with stamps of 2 previous services recorded that, and we've also got a previous MOT certificate. So, but this van, as I say, comes with a fresh service, full service with all the filters. We've already done that, and as I say, that includes front discs and pads, and also a brand new MOT as well. If you'd like to go through and see the full advert of this vehicle, including the price, head over to our website if you haven't already, bridgeendvans.co.uk, where, as I say, you'll see not only the advert, that'll include the full photography, the price of the vehicle as well, and we'll welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles starting as low as 7.9% APR, and that includes on this van as well. We can also arrange finance for limited companies, not only private individuals. So if you're a limited company, by all means get in contact and we can provide you with a quote over the phone or via email. We could take cars or vans in part exchange, and we also offer nationwide delivery. Thank you very much for watching.